What is morality? What are the aspects of moral development? Or describe Kohlberg's theory of moral development. Or what is moral development? Explain stages of moral development as given by Kohlberg. Moral development is a process through which a child develops proper attitudes or behaviors towards the other people in the society, based on various things such as social and cultural norms, laws and rules. Moral development is every parent's concern because parents have the responsibility to teach a child to distinguish between what is right and what is wrong and then behave accordingly. Morality is not inborn. At the time of birth, the child is neither normal nor immoral. His mind is a clean state. In the process of development, he learns moral or immoral things from his environment. Morality is shaped by multiple factors. Children interpersonal experiences with family, peers and other adults as well as their maturing physical, cognitive, emotional and social skills combine to influence moral development. Different societies have different laws. From this point of view, universal norms of any moral behavior are not possible. Aspects of moral development. Morality has different aspects, such as moral knowledge, moral concepts and moral reasoning and moral behavior. The knowledge of right and wrong and the development of moral concept in the context of morality are the essential elements for moral behavior. Moral education and the development of moral concepts take place gradually with the age and maturation. Moral reasoning is a process of thinking regarding the justification of some condition, event or behavior. Helen B. 1981, has mentioned the following three aspects of moral development. Moral behavior. Moral behavior is that when a person behaves keeping in mind the social rules and right and wrong in a situation. How a child learns moral behavior, it has become a research subject. Skinner, Bandura and Walters have developed different social learning theories. Moral feelings. This is the second aspect of moral development. In this it is explored how a child feels when he shows a moral conduct. In such a situation, generally guilt feeling is produced. On the basis of guilt feeling it can be understood whether the child has accepted the moral rules or not. Moral judgment. The third aspect of moral development is moral judgment or moral reasoning. This is considered to be the cognitive aspect of the morality. The main purpose in this aspect is to know the basis on which the child is ready to accept whether the conduct is right and moral. Assumptions of Kohlberg's theory of moral development. Humans are inherently communicative, capable of reason and possesses a desire to understand others and the world around them. The stages of this model relate to the qualitative moral reasoning adopted by individuals, and so do not translate directly into praise or blame of any individual's actions or character. The form and structure of moral arguments is independent of the content of those arguments. Kohlberg's theory centers on the notion that justice is the essential characteristic of moral reasoning. Justice itself relies heavily upon the notion of sound reasoning based on principles. Kohlberg's theory understands values as a critical component of the right. Whatever the right is, it must be universally valid across societies. According to Kohlberg, someone progressing to a higher stage of moral reasoning cannot skip stages. All humans are void of morals, ethics and honesty at birth. Kohlberg identified the family as the first source of values and moral development for an individual. Kohlberg believed that individuals could only progress through these stages one stage at a time. According to him, human beings could neither skip stages nor return to any previous stage. In order to understand the child's moral development, it is essential to analyze the structure of reasoning and thinking. Right prediction of morality cannot take place on the basis of his reactions only exhibited by him. Mostly, the child behaves desirably under the effect of some fear or incentive. Kohlberg's theory of moral development. Lawrence Kohlberg was an American psychologist and best known for his theory of stages of moral development. He was born in New York. He extended the work of Jean Piaget. Kohlberg has given 6 stages of moral development, in 3 levels with 2 stages each. Level 1, Pre-conventional morality. Stage 1, the stage of obedience for avoiding punishment. This stage is based simply on one's own pain and pleasure and does not take others into account. Rules are seen as being fixed and absolute. Obeying the rules is important because it means avoiding punishment. In simple words, the elders in a family ask a child to do some work. If he refuses, he can be punished. So the child obeys just to avoid that punishment. Hence, in the initial stages of moral development, punishment is made a basis for children's morality development. Stage 2. Exchange stage or stage of ego, self-interest orientation. In this stage, there is increased recognition that others have their own interests and should be taken into account. The child deals with others in terms of simple exchange. In short, we can say, as children grow older they begin to see that other people have their own goals and preferences and that often there is room for negotiation. Decisions are made based on the principles of, what is in it for me? Level 2. Conventional morality stage 3. Good boy, good girl stage. In this stage the child tries to live up to the expectations of others and to seek their approval. Now they become interested in motives or intentions, and concepts such as loyalty, trust and gratitude are understood. Hence, a person's moral reasoning involves maintaining expectations of one's family, peer group or nation for one's own sake regardless the unmediated consequences, and a desire to respect and justify the social order. Stage 4. Stage of law and order, stage of respect for social system, maintaining the social order. In this stage, children now take the point of view that includes the social system as a whole. The rules of the society are the basis for right and wrong, and doing one's duty and showing respect for authority are important. By this time, individuals reach adulthood, they usually consider society as a whole when making judgments. The focus is on maintaining law and order by following the rules, doing one's duty and respecting authority. Level 3. Post-conventional morality or principle morality. Stage 5. Stage of social contract. Post-conventional morality level is marked by a growing realization that individuals are separate entities from society, and that the individual's own perspective may take precedence over society's view. Post-conventional morality live by their own ethical principles that typically include such basic human rights as life, liberty and justice. Laws are regarded as social contracts. Democratic government is based on Stage 5 reasoning. Rules of law are important for maintaining a society, but members of the society should agree upon these standards. Stage 6. Stage of conscience or universal principles. They suggest that we need to protect certain individual rights and settle disputes through democratic process. In this stage universal ethical principles are followed. Laws are valid only in so far as they are grouped in justice, and a commitment to justice carries with it an obligation to disobey unjust laws. The principles apply to everyone, example, human rights, justice and equality. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share for more videos.